Well, look at who's finally used the yellow paint for once in his life, Milton. Can't be very structurally sound. Well, the song and building both seem reminiscent of the unfinished swan.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Yeah, I don't think he wants the, Oh, fair enough. How many pages have you got? Can't even finish that, huh, Milton?
Well, Milton disappeared.
So that made him 11.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Obviously not for long. Not for long.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
I mean, he found his disappearance. Wasn't this blocked just a couple moments ago?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Lewis. Alright, yeah, so, 2 more I know we have to do. Wait, is it only the, Finches who are burning that, get covered in the game?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I feel like this is a terrible design. This is beyond natural selection. Don't get me wrong, it's an awesome room.
Very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I mean, he had a good couple of months that were quite lit, didn't he? No, that would be an awesome place to keep a computer, if I'm gonna be honest. Seattle, Washington.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Most wander.
wander.
Oh, wait.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
I've played these games before. Yet it's never gets any easier.
Then something new. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped to find himself.
Yeah, this is by far my favorite section of the game. Specifically because you gotta do two things at once.
Found something more.
You know what? I'd personally play a whole game that was like this.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
Yeah, you know, that does sound like a terrible idea.
Spoke with his boss,
Best worker there.
but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused,
But he ain't truly focused.
like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
That's your mistake.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
But it wasn't.
I'd made a new friend.
Till it wasn't. Oh, good doggy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Now, there should only be a handful more before we drop the cannery altogether. Hold on. Did Lewis die in the same year as Edie?
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
Lewis Topia. Welcome to the cannery. Not the cannery, welcome to Lewis Topia.
Reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
There you go, there's another fish.
were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor,
Which he unsurprisingly won.
and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
You know how bad of an idea it is to stay in one place. New Lewis Beale. Oh, fair enough.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Okay, good, so we are allowed to crash.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
There we go, welcome back to Lewis Land.
In Lewis,
You had to start making choices. You know what?
beautiful prince.
Prince Handsome. Good, because Lewis uses his hands to,
The prince was on his own quest for
you know what? First time I played Island with Rainbows,
sinister serpents. followed the sound of his
Electric sitar.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
But terrible news about that.
Logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Yeah, nice try trying to overwhelm us.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
He's become a god.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck me. The real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Hey, that text ain't fading.
Real as my body, he told me. It was hard to
I mean, it is a video game. Well, we're home for the day.
began to forget the world we know.
Is this really how a cannery operates?
Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Hey, bud.
I still
Peasant.
save him.
Yet you thought wrong.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
I mean, it isn't too late at that point.
The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Now, is Calico really as wise as you claim? Ah, you're...
His weight, holding his hand.
Well, 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 Prince.
There was only one thing left to do.
Hey, you are holding a crown. That is correct. Oh, a test of bravery, right? I'm sure that ain't automated or anything.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Now, honestly, that's,
My brother was really cool. I wish
quite
I
a
could
way
tell you.
to, quite a way to, close off that letter. I think an India
Super
flag.
proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Ah, seems like someone, forgot to close off both doors. Oh, is that a bomb? I can't tell, honestly.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Maybe she didn't know either.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Hold on. Oh, right. Yeah, I can't remember the order of these last two memories.
But it had to end somewhere.
And I can only remember Dawn's.
All that's
Or
left
not
is
Dawn's, Edie's.